President and CEO of the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It is our pleasure, our honor to do this event every third Thursday of the month. We tape right here at the SLC TV studios at 2 o'clock. And I, of course, do this show with my good friend, the city manager of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce, Mr. Nick Mims. Welcome.
Thank you again for letting me be here. Kicking off 2019. This is fantastic.
We are doing it right. 2019 is going to be the best year ever. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
Yeah? Big plans?
Absolutely.
Did you make resolutions for the year?
I did, yes.
Are you going to share them
I'm
later?
going to share them later, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Resolutions are not, they don't work out well for me.
They're wishes and dreams of what we're going to make ours come true.
Okay, so you have some personally and for the city.
Yes.
Yeah,
what about you?
You know, every day.
A little bit better every day. There you go. There you go.
Better than yesterday.
Yes.
We have a huge show today.
We do. We have a celebrity guest.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We haven't had her on previously.
I know. No, she's been busy.
I know it.
Yes.
And very excited. She's going to talk a little bit about 2019 for the city as well.
Yes.
But of course, we're talking about the one, the only, the first female mayor of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce.
Yes, she is a trailblazer.
She is.
She's a wonderful human being. I enjoy working with her.
Never heard anybody say anything to the contrary.
No.
Good. So we'll be visiting with Mayor Linda Hudson.
Yes.
And again, we're happy to announce that our partner in this endeavor for this year will be Fort Pierce Utility Authority.
Yes, our sister agency. Once again, we're going to have another special guest, Jan Whitmire.
Jan has not done the show herself. She books the show.
Yes, she tells other people what to do.
Yeah, she does, but she's never actually done it herself, so we're excited about that.
But it's about time.
I know it. It's going to be huge. And then we'll wrap up by...
It's going to be huge.
It is. I have not oversold this show at all.
Okay. I'm with you.
Not one bit.
I'm with you.
But then, of course, we'll wrap it up with a little bit about what's going on and what people can do.
A lot of events coming up. And we have
many events.
A lot of announcements.
Apparently, it's season in Florida.
Yes.
And we welcome all Northerners.
Yes.
And make sure we have plenty for them to do.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with our sponsor from the FPUA, and that's going to be Jan Whitmire this month. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sunrise Spotlight. I'm Teresa Aronson. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Nick Mims, the city manager of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce. I want to remind you that you can watch this show on Comcast 27 or UVerse 99 or the SLC TV of St. Lucie County YouTube. We have a whole YouTube fan base. I mean, sometimes we get in double digits on the viewership on YouTube. So hopefully you're checking us out on one of those avenues. We have, of course, our sponsors with us.
We do.
Our partner for the entire year, it's going to be Fort Pierce Utilities Authority. We love having you.
Oh, thank you.
You guys cover so much
love to be here.
Beyond just utilities. I mean, in the community, you're such a vital part of it. So thank you. Please welcome Jan Whitmire.
Thank you.
Hi, Jan.
I'm Community Relations Manager at Fort Pierce Utilities Authority. And we have a brand new announcement. We have a new logo.
A new logo.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We needed a logo that would represent our commitment to the community and unify all of our services under one brand.
Okay.
So we decided to change that logo.
And let's talk about the services for just a minute. Let's go through it and sort of tie it into the logo if you can.
Okay. Each different color in our logo represents a different service. So if you look at our logo, you'll see the light bulb in the middle, and it's surrounded by red. That's represents our electric. The blue into the green, the blue represents the water service, and it goes into green, which is wastewater. And then over on the other side, you'll see the orange into red. That represents natural gas. And the little Wi-Fi symbol at the bottom symbolizes internet for FPUA.net.
All right.
You got it all, don't you?
We do. And of course, we decided to go with the acronym FPUA because most of our customers know us as FPUA.
I think most
They
people know
don't call and say Fort Pierce Utilities Authority. They say FPUA.
They do.
So, you know, instant name recognition. And our tagline, which we're most proud of, Community Proud, that represents our commitment to the community. I did forget to mention one thing, a little bit more green, and that represents our commitment to environmental conservation and our environment.
Yeah, because you guys
So-
operate the Manatee Center on
We
top
do.
of everything else,
Yes,
which
they
is
do.
yeah.
You've been reading my notes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, they do.
No.
Am I getting ahead of you?
No.
But the community or the Manatee Center is all about the environment and being good stewards of that waterway.
Absolutely. And so we, are happy to support and manage them, and are doing a fantastic job. They were just named Best Tourist Attraction for on the Treasure Coast
Really?
Wow.
by Indian River
Congratulations.
Magazine readers, and so we're quite proud of that. And so we fulfill that commitment in many ways.
That's exciting.
Yes.
You guys do a great job with that, and Rachel Tennant over there is fantastic.
She is.
The gift
She is.
shop
She's
buyer
doing-
is fantastic.
Yes,
Yes.
Meredith is wonderful.
Yes. So you got really lucky. And
Yes.
I don't think people understand the reach you have in the community as the utility authority, and they just get their bill.
Right.
Yeah.
and
Get
Well, and
upset
it
and pay
provides
it.
many
Yes.
services, we can't be rolled all into one. Our bill represents up to 4 utilities, so you have to be aware of that too.
that used to be one of my taglines, I think, for the longest time, because everybody would say Fort Pierce Utilities is so expensive. I'd be like, look at your bill. If you added your water bill, your power bill, it all comes on
That's
one.
not a good
It does
tagline.
all come on
Look
one.
at your
my
bill?
tagline
No.
was look at your bill.
That's
because they
right.
No, that's
They
not
didn't
no.
get it, and they
No.
just
Right.
thought
Right.
so.
I like this
And-
one better.
And
Well,
so
that's
we
true.
preach-
Community
I
proud is a
Yeah,
little bit
much
that
better,
too. we very much like that as well. But we fulfill that commitment to the community. We do sponsorships.
Yeah.
There's many different things we do. We collaborate with the city of Fort Pierce. We have events coming up where we'll be out in the community. We have information booths as well as activities. Nature Fest at the Manatee Center will be coming up on February 23rd.
Right, Jen, I think that's something important that the people need to know.
Yes.
FPUA is not just a billing mechanism.
That's
No.
right.
It is. It's an organization that cares about the community.
Absolutely.
And having community proud as your tagline,
Yes.
I think that's very important because the outreach, the education, the awareness that you all should do and have to
And
do
there
and
is
have
an
been doing is
incredible
great.
amount of outreach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outreach.
On February 23rd, how do you get involved in that event?
Nature Fest.
Yeah.
You would go on to manateeeducationcenter.org, and there is an application. There's a link right on the homepage. So,
Okay.
yes, as you see, they're looking at our bill inserts right now, and we do provide the community information through our bill insert as well.
Good.
If you receive an online bill, then you can go online. They are on our website, fpua.com. And so this time we're
free
United
tax break.
Way has volunteer income tax assistance, and so we are advertising all their dates
Very
of
nice.
service.
You guys do so
Very
much.
nice.
Thank you for that. And your other events this month, you're going to have that at the Manatee Center. And
Yes.
if they want to check out anything, what's the FPUA website? Because you also have, we talked about it before previously on the show, you go out and do an assessment of homes for efficiency.
Through the WEOP program, yes, we do. That's Weatherization, Education, and Outreach Program.
Yes.
And yes, we do those, home inspections as well. And so it's fpua.com.
Perfect. And you can go on there and sign up to get one of those done for free.
Yes. And we'll also be partnering with the city on March 2nd for
That's
the
right.
Great
Our
American
Great
Cleanup.
American Cleanup,
And
right.
so look for the
Right.
bill insert next month because that's
Yes.
all about it.
Awesome.
So
Well, thank you for joining us today, Jan. I'm
Well,
glad that you
thank
got to do
you.
the
Yes.
show yourself.
Yes.
honored
It's
to be
about
here.
time, yeah.
Thank you.
Come again.
Yes, about time.
Come again.
And we'll take a break and we'll be right back with Mayor Linda Hudson. Welcome back to Sunrise Spotlight. I'm Teresa Aaronson. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Nick Mims, City Manager of the beautiful city of Fort Pierce.
Yes.
And he brought along our very special guest today, and I'm going to let him introduce her.
Oh my goodness. I am honored. I am honored. Well, I tell you what, this young lady has been a welcome change. She's been a trailblazer. She's been a magnificent representative of our city. When she came on about 6 years ago, she came on strong, she came on hard, and I tell you what, we created a change in culture because of her.
Yes.
So, without further ado, I get to introduce our very own Mayor, Linda Hudson.
Thank you very
Welcome,
much.
Mayor.
Thank
and
you
I
very
would
much.
say he was kissing up if it weren't all
No,
true.
I actually like
Yes.
her.
Yes, I know.
The
But
best
yes.
part was the young part.
I know. Very
Yes.
enjoyable,
Yeah,
isn't
Yes.
it?
Right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
it's
you.
your first time on the show.
Yes.
And we like to have a little bit of fun here, and we like to be positive, and we hear that you
Absolutely.
have a lot of positive stuff that you want to talk about.
Oh, yes,
For
I do. I
2019.
do. So the city is 118 years old this year.
And
so
it
we're
looks
an old
great for
city.
its
It
age.
looks great for its age. And I wasn't here, by the way, when it was formed. But we're going to be reinvigorating the Sunrise Theater. We're looking at it, and there's no way the theater is not going to close. It's going to be a real vibrant part of our downtown.
That's right.
Want to reassure people that.
That's right.
We have 7 acres in downtown Fort Pierce waterfront that we want somebody to come and say we want to develop. We can put a hotel or mixed use or maybe even a train station.
Hey, we'll take it.
So we've got a lot of potential there. And we're beautifying the city of Fort Pierce. You had FPUA on, and they're helping us to wrap the utility boxes, and they're doing
Just
a
like
lot
they
of
did,
things.
Port St. Lucie did that. People love it.
And they're in the heart of the Peacock Arts District,
We were
and they're
first.
going to be decorating the building and being part of that funky Fort Pierce.
Funky Fort Pierce. We got a new adjective.
Yes, we do. We do.
Okay.
And we're working hard still to recover from hurricanes. And so we're doing a lot of work that people don't even know about that was damaged from the hurricanes. And that's what people don't remember, that or don't realize that when the hurricane's over for them, it's over. But it's not over for the city. It's not over for the FPUA. It takes a long time to recover.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
infrastructure is affected in a way that is not a Band-Aid fix.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of infrastructure, Mayor, why don't you tell Teresa about all the wonderful education you did to get our voters behind our infrastructure surtax movement?
Well, yes, I did do a lot of education. It bordered on obnoxious, but I was constantly reminding the voters that if I know you want the roads fixed. We all want good roads. And the way to do that is with the surtax. That's the only way we can even think about keeping up. And so we promised to spend it just exactly like we say we're going to spend it. We're going to have oversight on it. We can't do anything that we said we can't not do. So and now we're in the process of creating the oversight committee.
Yes.
Yep.
And we're going to be transparent and accountable, and we're going to and we're already getting to work.
Good.
Yes.
I think we were all a little bit obnoxious with that half-cent sales tax increase, but we needed to be because it was for the betterment of the communities countywide.
And to think about that ballot, how long that ballot is. So I think it was you, Teresa, that said, just keep saying 14.
That's right.
It's 14.
It's 14. Just yes,
You did a good
14.
job, too.
Start
Yes.
at the end, work your way back
start
up.
at the end. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Right.
Yeah. So, but that's huge news for us because that started January 1st. We're collecting 7%.
Yep.
It's coming into the coffers.
It's going to be countywide.
Yeah.
And
It's
each
exciting.
jurisdiction is doing its own thing and doing what it promised. So,
Did I hear, we were talking a little bit about resolutions. Did I hear the city has some resolutions or the mayor has some resolutions for 2019?
right. You know how the media always ask you, like, what are your hopes? That's their stories
That's right,
at the turn of the year. So, one of my New Year's resolutions or hopes is that we get a Bright Line Virgin train station in Fort Pierce. That would be huge for Fort Pierce. And so another hope is that the IRSC wins the Aspen Prize. They've been a bridesmaid
#1.
twice
Yes.
now, so
much.
they need to be the bride.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
really
Right,
hope that
right.
this is their year.
Right, and we're on the verge of so much development in Fort Pierce, so much, and everybody keeps saying, you have so much potential. So my New Year's wish is getting over that verge, getting to the actuality.
And realize some of that
Just
potential.
realize
Right.
some of that
And
potential.
how do you feel? Because let's talk about unpack Brightline for just Virgin. Man, they've had a lot of names.
Yep.
But we don't care what they call themselves as long
Right.
as they stop, right?
Right, because we think a stop will bring development, will
Yeah.
bring visitors, will enable people to easily come and go between Orlando and Miami, and I think it could put us on the map just like the Port of Fort Pierce. I think it's going to put us on the map.
That's right.
That's another one. We
Right.
found an operator for the Port of Fort
Yes.
Pierce. The county, not the city, not you guys, has awarded that operation contract
Right.
to directors, and
Yes.
they're going to come in. It is in the city of Fort Pierce.
Totally.
Yes, I know. All of it is.
All of
city-
it is in
all,
city
there's
of-
not an ounce
and
of
the
it.
FPRA area too.
Yes. Fort Pierce
Redevelopment
Redevelopment
Agency.
Agency.
Yes.
So there are some incentives along with all of that
Right.
work that's going to go there. So this year could be the year that we see something built on the old King Plant property, which is the 7 acres that you
Right.
were discussing earlier
correct.
in
Yes.
downtown Fort Pierce. We hope maybe it's a Virgin Rails stop.
Could be, but there's
Could
another
be.
spot where they could go
We have
to.
two, we've
Yeah.
proposed 2
Right.
sites.
Right.
We're still in the running. They visited, correct?
We have a lot of community support
Yes.
for having us, all of our fellow jurisdictions support it.
Yes.
And I think
Correct.
Stewart is also vying for it, and so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we can take them.
Right. Well, we
it's
make
fine.
the most sense,
We do. We really do. And we have the best property, to be honest with you. too.
and we're the most logical. So I don't see how they could
Wow.
pick anybody else, but
Well,
who
then
knows?
I think we just said they're stupid if they do.
right, right. You said that.
We got to cut that. We got to cut that.
Yeah.
there.
That's correct. The mayor didn't say that.
Yeah, let's cut that. Yeah.
Right.
But no, so I'm hopeful. I think this is going to
Me
be a
too.
good year. There is a lot of potential that is looking to be realized, and I really do think that it might be Crosstown Parkway and the city of,
Oh, yes.
of Port St. Lucie
Yes.
will finish up this year. But that's access for all of us,
Right.
to be honest. So that
Yeah.
will be helpful as well.
Teresa, we have a big announcement.
Here first?
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
absolutely. So, on February 12th,
Okay.
I want the mayor to tell you what we're going to do. So,
Okay.
go ahead.
So for the first time ever, the city of Fort Pierce is going to have a State of the City
Address.
address.
Mhm.
Yes.
First time.
First time. And I'm going to do it at the Sunrise Theater.
Mhm.
Wow.
And we're going to do it up classy.
Classy.
And
Sunrise
it's going to
Theater is
feature great things about Fort Pierce, and
Right.
including Westwood High School and including our police department. And it's going to be a really good show.
A
Yes.
good show. And we're gonna
Yes.
you're gonna make it a show, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be a
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Yes.
important to note a lot of cities have a charter that they have to do an address once a year, and
Right.
it's
Right.
not in the charter for the city of
No.
Fort Pierce. But it's something that people want. They want to know what's going on. They want to
Absolutely.
hear
Right.
it firsthand from the
From the
mayor.
mayor, right.
And they want to hear what's going to happen with the King Plant and the railway
Yeah,
and all
right.
that kind of great stuff.
Right.
So this is the opportunity. It's going to be free, open
Free,
to the public,
open
Free
to
to
the
the public.
public.
at the beautiful Sunrise Theater. If you've never been there,
Yes.
6 p.m.
Shame on you.
February 12th.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And do they need to reserve seats, or we're just it's an
No,
open?
open seating.
General
And then they can
seating.
go out to dinner in downtown Fort
Absolutely.
Pierce afterward.
Yes, at many
Many
great
restaurants.
Yes.
Yes.
in
And this time of
downtown.
year, they're all packed.
They are
I was-
packed. It
I
is
was- yeah.
season, so make a
Right.
reservation if you're.
Yes.
Right.
Some of them do take reservations.
It'll
but
be
yeah.
it'll be a great event. It's the way to kick off the year, and having our mayor talk to our community and explain to them what's happening, I think will definitely motivate everyone, every business, every visitor. This is good stuff.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
You should be. I think it is going to be great too. And
Yes.
you've proven over time that Fort Pierce community does come out for these sorts of things. When you did the PAD, Peacock Arts District events,
Yes.
people come out. They care about their community.
Yes.
I've noticed I was with a friend yesterday that lives in Port St. Lucie, has for as long as I've known her, for decades. And she said, oh, I grew up right here. We were right by Sonny's Barbecue. She grew up right
Oh,
there.
right.
She grew up in Fort Pierce. And I think that a lot of people that I know of our age group are born in Fort Pierce particularly and have lived
Yeah.
here for their entire lives. And so they have a huge personal investment, which
Yes.
I really enjoy.
We
We're
have
starting
many-
to see that now in Port St. Lucie, but it's a much younger city.
Yes.
Yeah, we have many more full-time residents. We have seasonal residents, but they come down here for several seasons and then they decide to retire here.
Yeah.
So
It's a great place.
it's a
Beautiful.
great place. Well-kept secret, which is about not to be anymore. It's going to be,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. People have heard of Fort Pierce for many reasons. The Highwaymen, Zora Neale,
Right.
our beautiful beaches.
Yep.
So I think it is on the map, a long history. So we're excited about that. Good.
Exactly.
Anything else you need to share with us before we?
You know, Fort Pierce is historically a railroad town, and it was
Yeah.
really
Flagler.
created and populated by the
right.
railroad came in 1894.
Yeah,
So
Flagler brought the railroad.
yes,
Mhm.
so it could be a railroad town again, and
Yes.
It's going to have a railroad going through it.
it's
so
going to have a railroad.
We might as
go-
well
might
get
as
it
get it to
stop.
slow
Yes,
down and
absolutely.
stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So let's back that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. If there's anything we can do, I know at our last board meeting, I agreed to help be on the team to sort of court the rail.
Good. Thank
So
you.
Okay.
I will try to do whatever I can, whatever they need.
We will reach out to you.
Okay.
Whatever it takes, Teresa.
That's right.
Yes. If if you need me to take them to the Brayford, I'd be very happy to.
No problem.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
first class dining there.
right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Well, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
And I hope that you will come back, and we'll make sure that those dates for the State of the City get on our website as well.
So I appreciate
And
that.
if you get us a flyer, we'll make sure we get that sent out too.
Okay.
I think it's important. I think people from Port St. Lucie are going to
I
want
think so too.
Yeah. So good.
Good to see you. Thank you.
We'll be right back.